So we did this project for a 72-hour film festival, or I guess film challenge, with A3F, Almost Famous Film Festival. We've been doing those off and on for, gosh, what, 12 years? 15 years? Yeah.
A long time.
Very long time, very, very long time. So if any of you haven't done one of those challenges before, they give you generally like a theme, a prop, and a line, or different things like that. We got theme, prop, and line. So we scripted it, shot it, put it all through post in 72 hours, and then we had a week to sweeten it. So every decision that was made was submitted to the festival, and then we were able to do final looks on color, and we could work on the mix and that kind of thing leading into it. Into the actual screening that we had later, and we won 2 actor awards, one of the best actress and one of the best actor, the two that were sitting on the date, and best use of lines, so we're real proud of that. But it was a lot of fun. A big focus, Josh and I have been doing film together for a while, and a big focus of it was to bring in some new crew and learn, just network and meet some more people in the Valley. We have a bad habit of getting very sequestered and get very comfortable in what we've been doing, and that's how we met Tyler, our cinematographer. And we couldn't be happier with it. We're moving into pre-production on a new project, and we're very excited about it. Anybody else want to talk?
I mean, you kind of said it all.
All right, cool. Question?
What was the criteria that you had to incorporate?
So the line was, I'll always remember this moment, yeah. And the theme was perfect opportunity, yes. And then the prop was the paper clips.
Well,
A paper clip, yeah. So we decided to make the paper clips his kind of weird thing. We tried to put it on his shoes, and we really wanted to get a better shot for it, but we were super, super rushed. And we ended up just getting the one shot, and we got it back in post. And damn it. Well, it works enough. Let's ship it.
Where are you from?
The Valley. So Josh and I live on the East Valley, out in Mesa near AJ and such, and then Tyler lives out in Surprise on the West Valley. So pretty wide opposite. And we shot right in the middle in Phoenix.
Actually, the total opposite.
Yeah, total opposites about.
Yeah. Our common meeting place is an hour away from all of us.
Actually, our common meeting place is the restaurant we shot in now.
Yeah, no, I guess fun story about that. So the story that we shot at was actually for the kickoff party. Everybody, all the different teams went there to meet up to get the information about what was going to be involved.
I think there was 46 teams.
Yeah, I think that's about right. And I think 38 of them actually got films in time.
And then there was a top 20.
Yeah, and there was a top 20 screening that we got into. But yeah, we were down there for the kickoff, and a bunch of teams hung around trying to pitch ideas and try to figure some things out. And his dad has been helping us with films since the very beginning. He was like, "Why don't we just see if we can shoot?" And I was like, "No, Tomas, please don't embarrass us." And then he just went off and did it anyway. And they asked him, the owner actually ended up in the film. He was the guy that came by and said, "Good luck, buddy," patted him on the shoulder and walked out. That was his cameo, and he was super excited to have us there. And it just kind of goes to show, like, you'd be surprised who's interested in being involved, even if they're not going to be involved in like a traditional way that you might think. And always ask. The worst they can do is say no, and oftentimes they'll just be really excited to help you out as long as you're accommodating and being respectful and communicative and all that kind of stuff. They were really inviting to us. They let us come down and essentially take over half the bar over the course of like roughly 14 hours. Yeah. Before they opened, and then like well after we left, and all that kind of stuff. While they were running and fully open, and they were just really excited, doing everything they could to accommodate us, adjusting the music and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, playing a bit part. So that was really fun.
Was there any personal perspective in making this film?
In what way?
Past history, anything from your life that kind of prompted it?
Tinder dates? Yeah, bad dates.
Yeah, bad dates is a pretty obvious one. But a lot of it going into it was just I don't know, I guess for me, it was just the kind of the weird quirks that you'll have. Like you look past all these weird things in someone until you get really frustrated with them, and then that's all that you see. And then you move on to someone else and you try and talk about it. It's just like, how did you make that decision in the first place? That seemed like a huge red flag. It's like, I didn't see it before.
Tell how it started.
Huh?
So our original, we were kind of going into this, and we saw, actually you brought it up, Tyler. You brought up a scene from Boogie Nights, like Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
He was like in a donut shop, and like it was just like this really self-contained 3-minute scene. And we're like, oh, that'd be cool to do that. And so our original idea was like 2 people there, and then someone comes in to rob the place, and he shoots everybody. And then we wrote it at like 12 in the morning. We're like, this isn't gonna work. So then we stayed up till like us three, our writer went to bed, but us three stayed up till like 4. And then when he woke up, the writer, he saw like the temp script that I had typed out after we came up with this idea. And he was just like, what happened by movie? It was like completely different, but yeah, this ended up working out. We had really good actors, so our main goal was to like focus on letting them kind of act, and less so like, I don't know, do something too adventurous, and so that's what we ended up with.
You guys have the coolest end credits.
Right?
Oh yeah!
Dude, that was his wife.
Yeah. My wife did that, yeah.
Dude, she came in last minute and she just killed it. It was so cool.
Yeah, obviously you haven't met her because you, but we had never met her, and so Tyler was like, hey, my wife does like motion graphic type stuff, and so we're just like, can she come up with something? We didn't even talk to her.
Yeah.
You did obviously, but she just kind of uploaded this thing because we did everything through Discord. We just kind of managed it that way with all the crew members and stuff, and she uploaded that, and I saw it, and I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah. No notes, really.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's perfect. So it was awesome to tell her.
What made them so nice?
I appreciated the effort that went into it, and I liked the theme with like the restaurant, like getting the check at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That was,
And just absolutely beautiful. God, the amount of work that she put into just making it seem like a server bill.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, even like the things at the end, like where it says the total, she put like, like the year, like 72 hour A3F, which is the name of the festival. So it was really cool.
I appreciate it.
Agreed.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
don't include the name of the bar credits?
I think we thanked them.
It's in the special thanks, yeah. We tried to that was part of our pitch too to them, is we tried to use all their glassware and have their logo facing outward and have the owner with the shirt. We tried to get actually a shirt for our waiter actor, but it didn't come in time, so we decided we went with black, but yeah.
What is the name of the bar?
Elevated Seltzer. It's I don't even know where. Downtown Phoenix
It's
somewhere.
up in North Phoenix. That's about all I got. Max takes me the rest of the show.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Let's have the Ricks. Let's have both Ricks up.
Both Ricks. We're gonna find out who's the Rickest.
Coming up, yeah. There you go.
Rick and Morty fan?
My name is actually Rick James. It's legitimate. It's all my life.
And I'm Ricky Martin.
I guess I'll talk. You've done a lot of acting already, so. Well, I'm from Payson, and Ricky is from the Valley, and we kind of started shooting this. Was it September maybe of last year? And it took a lot of Zoom meetings to rehearsal since we were so far away and kind of the tail ends of COVID and such. So we got it done though, and they showed up. 2 days of pretty grueling filming since I did pretty much everything myself. I didn't have a crew, but questions? Yes.
So what was your inspiration for this movie?
Love. Honestly, believe it or not. I wanted to write a love story, but I didn't want to write a love story like everybody else wrote a love story. And because I'm a horror guy, I was like, how can I combine those two? But to me, love is a double-sided coin. Just like the movie is. It can be really grand and pretty monstrous. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Right? I'll be quick. FS5, 4K. We showed it all in 4K. I had to bounce it down to YouTube.